Welcome to another episode in our series on COVID-19, Science in Context. I'm Stephen, and joining me today is Professor Stephen Riley. Why do you think we've seen daily infections and hospitalizations fall in the UK in the last few weeks despite restrictions easing?
We've got lots of immunity in the population now. The vast majority of that is driven by vaccination. But also that most recent peak that we saw was probably related to the Euros a little bit and to the end of the school year. Some data from the REACT study that I'm involved in, we saw a very high rate of infections in men compared to women, which is unusual, suggesting perhaps that social patterns for men have changed. And then also we saw very high levels of infection in school-aged children.
Do you think that cases have peaked in the UK, or can we expect larger waves in the future?
I think it is possible that it stays stable or even declines through September and October, but I don't think that's the most likely outcome. I think a lot of things that are in our favour now, of children not being in school, many people not going to the office to work, and it being very easy to socialise outside, those things that are currently in our favour are going to go against us as we move into September and October. Even with the additional vaccination, there's going to be a bit of upward pressure, so I think there's a reasonable chance that the prevalence will start to tick up again at some point during September.
Do you think a vaccine booster programme will be necessary, or should more doses be given to other countries that have unvaccinated populations?
This is a difficult question, and I think if you take a global viewpoint, what's optimal for the world as a whole, the strategy is really clear. There's many high-risk individuals in other countries that have not yet even had a first dose of the vaccine. So if we want to save as many lives globally, then we absolutely should be distributing the vaccine overseas. The problem is the geopolitics of this. Our own governments are responsible for protecting us, and they're not directly responsible for protecting other people. It seems to be common across many Western governments. They are not able to reach some kind of agreement where they can come to a decision and make the sacrifices. It's maybe easy for us to say, who are able to work from home and who don't have to go out and mix with many people.
Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.